Best quotes of J.K. Rowling. If you want to see the true measure of a man, watch how he treats his inferiors, not his equals. What's coming will come, and we'll just have to meet it when it does. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you have failed by default. Indifference and neglect often do much more damage than outright dislike. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends. It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. I was set free because my greatest fear had been realized, and I still had a daughter who I adored, and I had an old typewriter and a big idea. And so rock bottom became a solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. The internet has been a boon and a curse for teenagers. I sometimes have a tendency to walk on the dark side. Anything's possible if you've got enough nerve. To the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. The moment you are old enough to take the wheel, responsibility lies with you. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Never trust anything that can think for itself if you can't see where it keeps its brain. Poverty entails fear and stress and sometimes depression. It meets 1,000 petty humiliations and hardships. Climbing out of poverty by your own efforts, that is something on which to pride yourself, but poverty itself is romanticized by fools. Talent and intelligence never yet inoculated anyone against the caprice of the fates. Youth cannot know how age thinks and feels. But old men are guilty if they forget what it was to be young. The truth. It is a beautiful and terrible thing, and must therefore be treated with great caution. Whether you come back by page, or by the big screen, Hogwarts will always be there to welcome you home. I would like to be remembered as someone who did the best she could with the talent she had. Never be ashamed. There's some who'll hold it against you, but they are not worth bothering with. Failure means a stripping away of the inessential. The most important thing is to read as much as you can, like I did. It will give you an understanding of what makes good writing, and it will enlarge your vocabulary. Fear of a name increases fear of the thing itself. I think you have a moral responsibility, when you've been given far more than you need, to do wise things with it and give intelligently. The fame thing is interesting, because I never wanted to be famous, and I never dreamt I would be famous. You sort of start thinking anything's possible if you've got enough nerve. I am proud of having done what I've done. Very proud. Death is just life's next big adventure. When people are very damaged, they can often meet the world with a kind of defiance. You lose your individuality a huge amount when you have no money, and I certainly had that experience. J.K. Rowling is one of the most successful and accomplished British authors of this generation, who first had to experience a rough time before finding success. J.K. Rowling became a famous writer after the release of Harry Potter. Her books and quotes became inspirational. She received numerous accolades for her work on the Harry Potter series. I hope you will get something positive from this video. Please share this video to anyone who needs inspirational quote of J.K. Rowling. Thank you for watching.